When you truly understand that people's praise will not add anything to you and their criticism will not take anything away from you, you've reached a great level of spiritual growth. It's not going to be easy, and you're going to experience it, and you will only and only get better. We all go through difficult times, and we must go through difficult times. That's how we get better. That's the only scope to learn better. Take responsibility for your thoughts, words, and actions. They are all yours. And if they seem to be self defeating, then you can change them because they are all yours. Welcome, everyone, to the first of its kind virtual program that's going to help you train your mind. We are on session number 16, and this is step number 7. Take responsibility, don't judge, blame, or compare. When you attribute your life circumstances to people or the environment or even God, remember you limit yourself to change for the better. Your life is in your hands, and practically you're the best person for it. When you start taking responsibility, you'll see you're more aware of yourself, you give more time to yourself, you build self respect and confidence, and you don't blame yourself or the others. Your good days and bad days have got nothing to do with somebody else. Read that again. Your good days and bad days have got nothing to do with somebody else. There are people who blame God when things go wrong. There are people who blame their family or friends when things go wrong. And then there are also people who blame themselves. They build a pattern to judge and blame. It's hard to take responsibility. It's easier to blame. But blame always disturbs the mind. While taking responsibility allows you to understand and analyze what went wrong and then to correct it. Blame stays for longer periods, responsibility doesn't. No person, no place, and no thing has any power over us. We are the creators of our thoughts in our own minds. When you create peace, harmony, and balance in your mind, you see you will find it in your life. There are so many people who often say, I'm in such a terrible situation. My life is in such a mess. Why is God doing all this to me? Why can't my life be smooth like the others? God doesn't like me and my situation is proof. But instead, if they say, God has created me for a reason and He has given me the greatest gift, that is to choose. He has created me as a sensible, rational human being and He expects me to act sensibly and rationally. My present situation is not so good, but so is my present mindset. The only thing we're ever dealing with is a thought, and a thought can be changed. It's silly to compare your life with others. We are blessed differently and we are tested differently. The fact that you believe in God is proof that you also believe in His plans, you believe in His infinite wisdom, and you believe in His timing. It's not what just happened, it's what you learned from that which just happened. Let me read that again. It's not what happened, it's what you learned from that which just happened. There was a young lady I recall who had joined the gym after a year of severe leg injury from an accident on a two wheeler. Now, after physiotherapy and a lot of rest, she was advised to get back to her normal routine. Even after her full recovery, she was scared to work out. She kept saying that her body will never be able to function like it did before, and the accident had changed it all for her. She blamed the accident for her disturbed state of mind and body. She was unhappy, irritated, and limited. She felt disabled and would constantly complain. Her body listened to her mind, and so she would never be able to finish her workout. Every day she had a new problem which connected to her past injury. Some days she would skip workout, some days she would leave it incomplete. We have monthly fitness challenges which allows each member to challenge their limits and go beyond it. And this one time she told me, you should keep something for me too. I said, this is for you. She said, oh, I can't do it, my leg won't allow me to. I made sure that she was the first one to take up the challenge, and not only did she complete it, she was also the one to do it in the time span allotted. I said, you should thank God for the accident. This was a difficult task, and no one but your repaired leg could do it so quick. We also tend to compare ourselves with others. It's common, and I see it every day at the gym for members to compare their fitness journey with the others. They say, she lost weight but I didn't. How is that? When will I look like her? Which workout is she following? What is her diet plan? It's also common for members to blame and judge. They say, why don't you give me that workout plan? It's easier for her because she doesn't live in a joint family. I have way more responsibilities than her. It's because I have thyroid that I can't lose weight. I can't lose weight from my lower body because it's hereditary. I can't tolerate pain. I fall sick. I won't lift weights because weightlifting is not for women. You know what comparisons do? They completely drain you out. You are easily tired, you're easily frustrated, easily unhappy, and judgmental all the time. You're nobody to judge, but you're absolutely liable to make choices. You are judged on your intentions from what you know, not what is. Don't doubt someone's unapparent willingness and capacity to change for the better. If you have changed, they have changed too. Hear that again. If you have changed, they have changed too. We must get back to life because the storm always settles. So many refrain from talking or voicing their opinions because they fear being judged. So many do not share anything on social media because they fear being judged. So many are not blooming right now because they fear being judged. So many only sit back passively to dream, compare, complain, and sulk. If you don't judge, then it does not matter to you whether or not you're being judged. If they gossip with you, they gossip with them. If they don't gossip with you, they don't gossip with them. That's clear in your head. If you're truly not selfish, you will understand that all the greater good you earn is not only yours, there's a share for those with you. And all the losses you face are not as destructive as they are helpful for those with you in ways you could never imagine. You don't take something up after calculating the strength you hold to take it up. You take it up believing that you will build the strength you need to make it work. Everything that is valuable is hard to get. Help comes when you decide to help. Not everyone is a competition. Wanting it and working towards getting it go together. You can't want it, then wait and believe that it will come to you because you want it. Now, tell yourself you're letting go of blame, you're letting go of comparisons, you're letting go of judgment. Say this to yourself: I'm letting go of blame, I'm letting go of comparisons, I don't want to judge, I'm changing for the better. And see how what an impact it makes in your life.